Runaway train never come. Okay, let's get away from the scene of the crap. What is that in theater? It is the scene of the shit. Leave now. It is the feces Dionysus. Okay. Actors are P. I'm telling my mom these actors of the show. I said, Mom, they're all really rich. Like, no, they're not. They're just actors. They're not like that famous. It's like, Mom, they're all royalty. They're all extremely wealthy people. Trust me. A lot of people think that actors are workers in the economic system who act, and that's what they do for a living. That's their job. Well, that's what you think. Right? These are people who don't have to worry about money ever, nor their children, nor their great-grandparents, because they're all royalty. They're not like you, but they act more like you than you do, because they understand you better than you understand yourself, because they have a lot to do with how you understand yourself. You understand? Anyway, it's not for the faint. Oh, I'm going to sit on my shit-stained ass. Hello, Mom. Okay. Yeah. That was a crappy encounter. Let's see what I've got here. Maybe lotion. You need lotion. You know. Lotion up, baby. Oh, okay. That's why it's supposed to smell. Well, I must say it's good to have at least 2 good craps today. I said I'd have one about this time, so that's good. It's probably 12:30 to 1. And we're well on our way home. It's a nice feeling. There's so many days, the other paths I was doing every day, and that you'd be really far at home by now. Like I'd still be 3 or 4 miles or 2 or 3 hours away from home. Now I'm just like a mile or so from home. It's nice. Nice. I had some dry leaves to wipe my ass with and poop my pants a little bit. So. Every home I've lived in my life has been prey to oriented or aggressive oriented human behavior. Where I live, buildings I've lived, places I've lived, neighborhoods, households, um, always to do with white people, especially white females. Nothing ever seems stable when they're around. When there's too many white women, everything is destabilized. It's like they're like an incentive to economics. They destabilize the environment. They create imbalances. Most women I meet are essentially and fundamentally unstable in their nature. And because of this instability, or attending this instability, as no little evidence of it, is their obsession with shoes. For instance, and how many shoes they buy. But I definitely agree that to whatever degree any of us are unstable, that we have enough to do every day to make us feel better again. I buy about 2 pairs of shoes a year. When they run out, I buy another pair. And that's how I do things. But apparently, women do something different. They have 10, 12, 20, 30, 100 pairs of shoes for all different occasions. The poorest woman will have, half a dozen pairs of shoes. Complete with underwear she's going to wear when she meets that special person, or when she decides she's a diva today. And she walks down the street like she's wearing a costume for a play called Up and Coming Powerful Woman, full of her beauty and ready to get the dick on the man truly worthy of her. And that's the self-esteem, right? The self-esteem of young, single, white women is your dick ready for what I can accommodate? Let's have some fun. I need you. I mean, they will become your girlfriend the moment they talk to you. They'll become your girlfriend within 5 minutes of meeting you. They know that you're someone that can be that guy. And while they're on this guy, they're already thinking about how you could be the next guy. You're definitely you're up in the batting cage, There's none of this getting to know you thing. They already sort of know. Nothing you say can dissuade them. They're already ready to fall in love with you and open their legs. I had a woman, on Salt Spring, she gave me 2 rides in her car, and she was basically ready to live with me. She left a message on my phone, and you could clear that to respond to that message would be to effectively become her boyfriend. There were so many different kinds of sexually predatory behavior from women. When I was living in that house, it was extraordinary. Every single female that came into my life had some sort of predatory nature. Sort of farce or facade that augured danger, no matter how pretty, how much she smiled at you, or how much she flirted. It was like, oh my God, I could go from woman to woman to woman and tell you the entire profile of my interactions with these people. I'm talking about death, from being aggressive, humiliating, to flirting with me, to, whatever it is. And you just never know what you're going to get. You constantly adjust. Be ready for anything. There was this woman invited into my house by some unscrupulous men who were staying there, who said it was their house, and she was leaving, and when she figured out that I actually lived there, she had this uncontrollable need to press her large breasts against my body. Because indeed, you suddenly become someone worth talking to, even though she'd been there all night and never talked to me. It was my house. I had lived there for years. Right? And she's another one of these women who just went from guy to guy to guy. It was clear from that hug that she was ready to spread her legs and see what my semen could do with her uterus. Hello, children, welcome to the world. Your mother just thought I would be a great fuck. One night, when she finally learned that I was somebody. Another woman, another friend of these young men, came into my house one day, didn't knock, went into the kitchen, took out a loaf of bread, put it in the toaster, made some bread, buttered and jammed that bread, and started eating it, and never even said hello to me. Never please and thank you. It was amazing. She probably holds the record on Salt Spring for having the most amount of dick. Last time I saw her, she forced me to watch a video of her doing burlesque with another attractive local female so I could hear them commenting about how much pussy was on stage that night. How attractive. You don't even know where I was born, but I'm looking at 2 of your pussies right now. Hey, that just says things are up. And the girl teaching them burlesque is also stalking me and decides that I'm not worth her attempts anymore. She starts becoming increasingly taciturn while I'm shopping in her store for organic food. And sometimes even slightly belligerent. Her ex-boyfriend is a narcissistic sociopath. It's incredible. And these are all the people you meet on the West Coast. It's like, where do they come from? Where do they make these people? Is it a factory in Berlin? I haven't had a friend since I was 10 years old here on the coast. Except my mom and our dog. I'm gonna get going, but it's plenty cold out here, brothers and sisters. Get home and wipe my ass. Let's go. I'm actually really impressed what I did with that situation. Okay, clean up fairly well there, considering all I have available to me and antibacterial gel. Let's see how it goes. I'll let you know how it goes. Believe me, I'll let you know how it goes. Thing is, usually I wipe my ass, I crank my hand in there and kind of get in with my underwear a little bit. Today I'm not going to, because I just wipe more shit over my ass by doing it. It's already starting to sting a little bit, so it's like, I probably shouldn't have sat down, but what's a man gonna do? Enjoy my little secret. It's a good thing I don't have to share an elevator with someone. It's like, what's that smell? It's like, oh, it smells like human feces. Imagine, the word feces and faces is so easy to mistake. Imagine someone writing a newsletter. It's like, I had your lovely children over at my Christian camp this summer. It was so lovely to see all your feces. I love every one of your feces. I hold them close to my heart and pray for them always, that they should always be so ripe, and to perfume and scent my school with your beautiful feces. It's like, oh, delete. Mary, you're my editor. You're supposed to catch these things. Yeah, well, sorry about that. It went out to 10,000 members of the congregation, and this is an election year. Oh, they probably won't notice. Next thing you know, you get a call. It's like, we've ordered psychiatric services for you. No, I didn't mean feces. I meant faces. Fetuses. Fecal matter. The fecal. Female. Fecal. Female. Of course men are sick. They're males. They're males. Yeah, I don't know. But okay. Some strange white rain over here, but not too bad. At least I have the luxury of talking about it without being confronted with the real thing. As much as I have. Yeah. Ooh. I think, there's been a real drift of women becoming more out of touch with men's needs and who they are as people, It's such a female-oriented world, especially Canada, West Coast. And women never think about what men really need. And as a result, they show that they don't really know what anyone needs. And so they're like victims of themselves. The key really is to know your feelings, whatever they are, and to not try to control them. Certainly give them environments to change and grow and find how helpful they can be to you and stymie them where they feel. I mean, I've spent days at a time out here where I've never been so angry in my life. And I got rid of all my YouTube viewers, changed my channel, and then in the next year to 2 years went through a lot of very difficult changes in my life. Because that anger was a harbinger of some strong imbalances. And now things are a little more balanced. It still needs work, but what I need to do is generate $3,000 to $6,000 a month. Doing something is helpful to get people going, entertaining at least. I like writing humor. I like such. I think I've had a pretty good day, and then let's see how we do here. So we've got about 45 minutes to an hour to get home. It's not bad. I'll keep the coffee now. And it's coldish. There's no sun today. Again, it's been like that for weeks. I do so enjoy my mother's company, the warmth of the home every 10 minutes. A blessing to me. I come home to that door, number doop doop doop, and I just say, may it be sound and full of love and strength, instead of walking in and finding something else. And, that's what I do over there. Take on that challenge, take on that fear. And, but yeah, $3,000 to $6,000 a month doing something that I enjoy would certainly be incredible. As someone who's never had an income, who can imagine what that would mean to me? I mean, it'd be a complete change of life. I mean, I could go off of disability, I could support myself, as people understand the term, we all do anyway. You have to support yourself, there's no other way. But that's why you got 2 feet. That's why you got a mind. I'm just gonna go the long way, so I'm about to go one of that crazy woman's house, which is an extra 15 minutes. But that's okay. An extra 10. For a little empty out. I do need a little bit I have a friend who's like Canada, companion. Sounds strange to just ask for it and make no practical attempt to find it. But I'm 50 years old and I kind of fucking go lengths to find a female. It's like, now you're gonna meet her walking on the pathway here or not. Just the first fucking female that I feel comfortable around in my entire life. Who isn't gonna fucking stalk me or brand. It'd be so fucking nice. Like someone who's actually capable of restraining themselves enough to just maybe get to know you first before lunging into the inevitable destined romance, which they're so casting, starring you. You're a lucky character in her play. She tells her friends, I met this guy yesterday on the trail. So cool, he's so smart. Oh, you should see his hands. They're so beautiful and smooth. Oh, I'm going to see him again tomorrow. I'm going to locate myself strategically at the end of the path when I think he walks. See if I can run into him. Oh, Barbara, you're such a go-getter. Oh, here he is now. Hi, Dan. Oh, I had that incredible talk. You're amazing. Anyway, this is my friend Lisa. Oh, we just want to stare at you. So, here's the thing. When we're excited, we don't act normal. And women seem to think that being excited is something that men enjoy. You know, getting them excited. Right? And when you're hormonally chemically excited, you're not yourself. I don't want to be around. I don't want someone to be excited to me. I don't want someone to be excited to me. Excitement is not what I'm looking for. I want you to be stone cold sober. You know? I want to just soberly approach the wonderful, beautiful things. Just soberly walking through the world. Right? Real enjoyment doesn't have to be manufactured. You just have to let it be. It's not like a garden you have to prune and take away everything that doesn't make you happy with your garden. Just like to let things grow. Let them establish their own order. Right? But be mindful that you do it in a way that's honest with your needs and your fears and the boundaries. So like every relationship's like a home. When we're establishing some boundaries, a certain order. What order are you used to? Do you just comply to the needs of someone? Or do you vie for your own territory? A place to speak and have your own needs heard, respected, understood, and attended to. As though we were each other's mother and father. Bread and peanut butter coming back to me here. Because humans are all kind of broken in a way. Most of the core things that people need is to solve the problem of being an orphan and to be restored to their original relationship to their original mommy and daddy. There's no way around it. That's what everyone's looking for. You can work hard, you can be an adult, you can make fame and fortune, but it's never going to matter. You want someone who can hear you. You want someone who wants to live the way you do. Doesn't mind talking about the medical establishment, the legal establishment. It's not. It'll help you survive, but you have to survive it. Yeah, your teachers might help you, but you've also got to survive them. Your cult may be helpful, but you have to survive them. I want to find a survivor of the world. I still got a sense of humor. You know? I don't need someone to be indomitable. Just be as vulnerable and strong as every person is when you just let them be. I don't want someone who's going to try to move me around. I met a male sociopath here, and he wants to actually tell you where to stand and move you around. He'll talk and he'll blare on just so he can keep a controlling interest in what's going on between you. Right? He'll take that faint order of trust or intimacy that comes from interacting with a stranger, which involves trust. And he'll just exploit it as much as possible. And he'll tell you he's doing that. You know? He doesn't talk to me anymore. Got rid of him. It took a while. Just the right energy. And once I gave him the right energy, it was about a few days where I could feel this incredible rage coming at my ethereal aura. Rage. I was like, whoa, stay away from this. And it was just like, holy fuck. And then he just left me alone. Just stalked me once or twice and just left me alone. And he doesn't say anything. Can you imagine that? Right? I'm spending enough time like regulating my own behavior. I don't need to deal with other people as well who can't control themselves. One time he told me, my principle in life is to not be violent to people. That's what he strives for. Imagine someone who talks that way. turn into my crows. So to make it this far and to be healthy, happy. Wish my mask didn't have crap in it, but it's okay. I'll deal with that. Should just throw my underwear away. Would have been easier. It's okay. It's probably one of the easier things that can happen. You know, I had a walking stick stuck strategically in here for like what was like 2 years. And one day I decided, I saw it one day, and I thought, within a few days, I thought, I'm gonna go and grab it, right? And lo and behold, it wasn't there. It had disappeared in that period between looking at it, coming back to grab it. It was gone. Indistinguishable from a lot of the other branches, just gone. Like someone had come in and grabbed it. It was amazing. Yeah, and to this day, I don't know where it is. Sometimes just look around the branches and for them. But it was like the whole idea of having them really was accomplished. It was like it gave me security, you know. That's my stick, you know. And I planted there, and it stayed there and stayed there. And one day maybe somebody saw it and grabbed it. It's interesting. Or it said, this stick is for somebody else now. You don't need it. I remember a little bit of the first times I ever walked here, and I didn't really have a sense of the scale of this park. It was kind of nice. Like as I come down this path, your mind thinks, okay, all white sexual predator, victim aggressor that lives in a house, kitty corner from the exit to this trail. But by coming down this way, I don't have to walk by her house. And out of mutual sense of safety, I just try to avoid going anywhere near that place. Unfortunately, she smokes outside, and she always sits right near the ground. She never goes anywhere else. Just sits there like a chimney coming up above her head. It's a kind of an awkward place to live or to rent. It's totally exposed. I hope one day she'll move, and that will be like one of the best days of my life. And that's kind of something I'm starting to focus on more and more. It's like, I want to see her gone before June 21st. I guess just find some place to live. Because, I don't think someone who has time to abuse me is living in the right place. And just like that to be gone. I can just walk by there in peace. Said I'd walk around. Just a nice trail. But if you want to get home in a hurry, I have been going by there because I have to. There's this trail, the water hazard at the end. There's still a bit of water there, and I can make it. I went through it earlier in the day and studied stuff. I just realized what I could have done for my hands. Let's get one. This way I was I'm Let's see what we can do. Go this way. I think I might have to do something. I have this rule, right? Doesn't matter what it is or how awkward or embarrassing I deal with anything doing. If I put my ass has crap on it, it's not good. And it eats away the rest. So I'm going to use the napkin that I have, stick it in there. But I have to do something private, so I know someplace I can take an extra few minutes. Put some antiseptic cream on it, just to. The hardest part is just getting into a hot bath with swollen assholes. It's like, oh, just for like about a second it hurts and then it goes away. So I shouldn't let my body be injured. I can do something about it. I should have done this already. I wasn't in that spot. You wouldn't really know if there's anything here. Oh, pretty good.